warm welcome to all present here today for the Changemaker 20 Summit, where visionaries and change agents unite to catalyze global transformation. Through collaboration and innovation, we embark on a journey to address challenges, inspire action, and forge a path to a brighter tomorrow. Together, we shape the future we aspire to see. Distinguished guests and esteemed participants, let's join for an inspiring presentation that spotlights the incredible accomplishments of a group of young change makers. A group of students from a school embarked on a project to understand the sustainable development goals and bring it in our school and community. They worked on the Sustainable Development Goal 6 on water conservation. They also got the chance to present their learnings in United Nations platform in Germany. I am Urvidhar, and with great pleasure, I introduce you to our esteemed moderator, Mr. Parijat Prakash. Mr. Prakash is an accomplished educator with 8 years of experience, currently leading at Kasarwadi Government English Medium School, Akanksha Foundation. A VIT Vellore Engineering graduate, he transitioned from a corporate AI role after joining the Teach for India Fellowship in 2016. Mr. Prakash's mission now centers on fostering climate sustainability in education as he builds a school where eco-consciousness is a core value. Please join me in welcoming Mr. Prakash and these young change makers. Get ready for an engaging and thought-provoking experience. So please take the stage to witness their experiences of change making.
All right. Thank you so much, Urvi, for the warm introduction. We have all our students here who were part of this project. We also have the excellent teachers who led this group of students with them. And I'm going to be talking about the vision, why we started this project. It was more centered around our focus on building these skills, 21st century skills in the children, apart from all the knowledge and the mindsets that we work on. And we realized that only if they get an opportunity where they can showcase these skills, will these skills actually come alive. So they are going to talk about this entire project, how during the pandemic they chose to be part of this project, what kind of research work and need analysis work they did in the community. They did a lot of interaction, role play, awareness programs, and then they got the chance to present all of their learnings in Germany at an SDG conference. This was again a lot of learning. They took part in design thinking workshops. They learned different kind of principles. Now they are back from Germany with a lot of learnings. Our vision is, how do we then take it ahead? How do we use all of these principles that they learned in Germany and then scale it in our community? And again, as you mentioned, we want to get in the concept of economic climate sustainability as a part of our school culture. So anybody who visits our school should be able to understand that this school and the children are working towards sustainable development goals. So I am now going to give the stage to our children who have worked on the presentation by themselves. They have planned the entire thing. So they are going to present about their work, what kind of research work and why did they selected the SDG topic and the goals, and what are the learnings that they had from the conference. And the third part of the presentation would be, how are they planning to take it ahead now? What kind of awareness programs are they going to build? And so that will be around 15 to 20 minutes where the children are going to take the center stage and they are going to present. The teachers and I will be over here with them. And after that, we are happy to take questions on how did we moderate it with the children? Like how did we bring it alive with different groups and any other questions that the people might have. Yeah. All right. Thank you so much. Yes. So, you can take it ahead. I'll just share my screen as well. Yes.
Hello, my name is Sailangi. We are from Chhatrapati Shahu Maharaj English Medium School, Akanksha Foundation, Kasarwadi, Pune. We are going to explain you our whole journey of SDG from this PPT. So first of all, I have two questions for you. One question for you. My question is, can we live without water? If yes, put thumbs up, and if no, put thumbs down in the chat box. Let's move ahead and get to know about SDG. SDG is Sustainable Development Goals created by UN in 2015 for peace and prosperity of people and the planet. There are 17 SDG goals. I will tell you some of the goals. No poverty, zero hunger, good health and well-being, quality education, gender equality, clean water and sanitation, etc. are some of the goals.
Hello, I am Shravani and I am going to tell you how did we plan for this. Firstly, we utilized 6 to 7 months to know what is SDG and then find out major problem of India. So after lots of research, we found that water is the major problem in India. So we decided that clean water and we should work on clean water and sanitation. Even we tried to create awareness in our community and we are going to continue that. I am proud to say that Chhatrapati Shahu Maharaj English Medium School, Kasarwadi, Pune got this opportunity. Let me tell more about our project. Our project's name was Changemaker. Countries like Germany, India, Kenya, Nigeria, and even America was part of this project. Firstly, we connected with Zoom calls and meetings, and we proceeded. Over to Gaurav.
After understanding SDG 6, we understood that awareness is a must. So we made posters on safe water. Later, our students made some models which we were showcased on the annual days, and also we created some models to spread awareness in our community and school, which was seawater desalination, converting seawater into drinking water, and rainwater harvesting. Over to Prathamesh.
In our annual day, our mimes and dramas were held related to SDG 6. The annual functions are usually attended by students, parents, and community. So we were able to reach out and create awareness among the people. Over to Kshitij.
Yes. After we did created awareness in our school through the annual days, we started to create awareness in our community. To do that, we presented our posters in front of our neighbors, and also we performed a street play to create awareness on water conservation and importance of water. After that, we also took some interviews in our neighborhood to understand what are the problems that our community is facing, and then came up with the solution and the cheapest solution, which was rainwater harvesting. Over to Athava.
So this photo was taken at Mumbai International Airport, where we were ready to board the flight at Germany. At Germany, after continuous hard work of 2 years, we got an opportunity to present our work at the International Youth Summit in Heilbronn, Germany. This photo shows our excitement and happiness. Over to Isha.
So the picture of us in design thinking workshop, the German and the Nigerian and the Indian students were collaborating in this workshop. Okay, over to Tahura.
So now I would like to share the research work we did about the rainfall in different states of India. So we researched about rainfall because rainfall is the major source of water. This is the comparative study of the states we researched about. In this comparative study, Arunachal Pradesh is the state having highest rainfall, which is 300 centimeters annually, and Ladakh is the least having rainfall, which is 10 centimeters annually. This is because of factors affecting rainfall. Some of the factors are deforestation, pollution, and lack of awareness, etc. I would also like to share that we found some ideas to conserve water. So we think that first we should start from ourselves to conserve water. We should replace the water wasting models like high flowing showers with low flowing ones. We should challenge people to conserve water and find more reasons to have rainwater harvesting like projects in every household. Also, lastly, we think that we should have monthly goal in a particular area as per their need to conserve water. Over to Isha and Tahura.
So now let us move with the interview report.
Hi, I am Tahura.
And I am Risha. With the research work, we also needed some guidance to take our next steps.
And for the guidance, we took an interview of an expert in this field. And now we are about to share the report of the same. First, let us give you the information of the person. Name of the expert was Ravindra Lamkhede. He completed his MSW, that is Master in Social Work. He worked with many foundations such as Pani Foundation, Neeru Kendra Sanghatna, and etc. He is working at Karve Institute as a project manager in Solapur. Now let us know about the problems. Current problems such as lack of support from villagers, environmental challenges, and lack of administrative cooperation etc. are the problems. Steps for project work. So the first step for project is to send proposal to the corporate company and allocate the budget. According to the budget, start the work. The second step is motivate the villagers and the lead person, that is the Sarpanch of village, to contribute to the project. Basically, the work is to look after groundwater recharge. Now, do you know what is groundwater recharge? First, for example, when the battery of your phone is less or discharged, what do? You recharge it. It's the same way as groundwater recharge. Groundwater recharge means to recharge the ground with water. The equipments used for groundwater recharge are CCT, CNB, LBS, and percolation tank, etc. This slide tells us another steps they want to add. Evaluation means going till deep. For example, we are working for the 100 houses, but 99 houses are only getting the benefit and one house is left. Now, we will think about why the one house is not getting the benefit and try for it. Efforts needed to be made to ensure that it benefits every house. Over to Isha.
So now let us know about the supporters. Glanma, a pharmaceutical company which shares the 2% of its profit to this foundation as per the CRS, the Corporate Social Responsibility. It provides all the financial needs the foundation needs. Now, they have also come up with the future plans. The expert shared us with that farmers basically give their lives because they don't get the proper profit that they should get. So for that, they have come up with the farmer producer company where the farmers from different area will bring their goods and give it to the company. With that, there will be no middle person in the farmers and the consumers. And with the company's growth, it will also build the economic growth of the country. Now he also shared how to reduce the cost and save time. They have well-trained drivers and better machines so that the time is saved and even the cost is reduced. They also have sufficient members and well-trained officers in their administrative department so that each officer can do multiple works and the labor cost is reduced. With that, he also shared us a great idea how to conserve water in less cost. He told us about water budgeting. For example, if we have budgeted 2 liters of water for bathing, we should use that much liters of water only. With this water can be conserved. The others are like creating awareness, rainwater harvesting, and avoid wasting water, etc. We'll take a pause if you have any questions.
So our first question is, how does sensitization of the students and working towards the particular SDG work hand in hand?
Sensitization of students in terms of?
In terms of training them and sensitizing them about SDG 6 and all of that.
Right. So again, it does go hand in hand, because first we need to explain them the purpose of the entire project. So that was very clear with them. And once they also started engaging with the whole process, a lot of new revelations were discovered, and they got to know that, okay, this is what is happening. They worked with Pani Foundation, and then they got to understand about the context that they were working in. So through the research and through that process, a lot of new skills and knowledge and mindsets that they were able to develop. So it was a ongoing process, and it still is an ongoing process. I don't know if I was able to answer your question, But yes, I think just starting off by setting off a very clear purpose and then going ahead with the process.
Yes, you were able to answer, and it's a very interesting way of going about it. Learning by doing, right?
Yes.
Uh,
Yes.
so next question is, what research methods were followed to conduct this study, and how do you kind of train these students to do the research and the study?
Okay. You have so okay, go for it. Like the points that you have, and then I'll put it add in.
So we research through internet, Google. We take help of the Google, and then we found about our states by our parents also. So these were our point of contact.
Basically, we researched first the states having low rainfall and then distributed among ourselves and researched in deep about the annual rainfall for particular state.
The other kind of research that they did was just going home to home visits. So these children live in their communities and talking to their neighbors, doing general need analysis with their neighbors and everyone who's there around. So it was more of that kind of research. And the other was engaging with some experts that they had explained with Pani Foundation and engaging with their research that they had done. So it was dual way where we already had a lot of research work with us, so engaging with that. And the other thing was understanding their context, because they understood the context of India, but they needed to develop an understanding of their school and their community. So for that, they did the research in their community, and that is how they sort of built the connection between these two reports and then went about working with that.
And this is amazing. I mean, at such a young age, if they're being able to do qualitative research online, and they're also able to do the groundwork, it's really commendable. So, yes, you can go ahead with your presentation.
Thank you. Okay, we'll go ahead. Yes. So you're able to see our screen, right? You can go ahead.
Okay, now he also shared how is pollution affecting the rainfall. So because of pollution, the greenhouse gases are reduced, which filter the UV rays, and because of that, the global warming is reduced. But because of pollution, the greenhouse gases are reduced, and because of that, the climate is changing, and even the global warming is increasing. This also leads in melting of ice mountains like Himalayas and Mount Everest, and this impacts on the rainfall too. So over to Ahura.
So now I would like to share some skills which helped us in Youth Summit as well as overall trip to Germany. So first is social skills and adaptability. In social skills, we were able to mingle with German and Nigerian students very quickly as well as adapt their environment there. Also, listening skills and communication skills. We were able to listen the keynote speakers over there and understand their point of view. With we can also question them back what we want to know more about their speech. Also, teamwork, planning, and time management. Because of our teamwork and pre-planning everything, we could manage the time over there. For example, as we won the fashion award, in fashion show we have to use the sustainable clothing. So they said to make some accessories about sustainability. So they said that we will get time over there, but we pre-planned that we will have one set of accessories from here only. So as they didn't give the time over there, we were able to use that set already. So it was all about our pre-planning. Also, in our presentation, we had a hard copy and pen drives with us to safer side things. So this all comes under our pre-planning and time management over there. Then presentation skills. We are doing model presentations in our classroom. Also, we get chance to do anchoring in annual function, and we got the chance to present this project in AGM. So we like it build our confidence in speaking front of so many people, and also build our skill about public speaking. Then relationship building, which means to build very good relation with students over there. So as we were able to mingle with them very nicely, we were able to build a different bond or connection with them, and this build a good relation between us. Then one of my personal favorite point is resilience. We come across this word in our C learning classes. social emotional education classes. So this resilience means that come out of difficult situations from some activities like grounding practices and resources. So very first day in Germany, some of our students felt homesick. So with the help of these resources and grounding activities, we were able to come up with that, come out from that situation. Now, I would like to share some things that could have been better and some of our learnings and suggestions towards our trip.
So, would just like to take a pause because children shared a very important reflection with us about all the skills that we were trying to build in our school that helped them in during the trip, because it was the first time that they traveled in an international setup. They went to Germany. There were children from different countries. All of that happened. So they had a reflection on on the different ways that we have been working in the school that has helped them over there. So yes, and few things that again stood out to us was giving them opportunities in the school to present their learnings, giving them leadership opportunities in the school, having these socio-emotional learning, learning, socio-emotional ethical learning classes where they learned about these grounding exercises, resourcing activities, which helped them ground themselves when they were over there in stressful situations. So would just like to make a note that this is an important point and a very profound reflection even for us.
So now I would like to share the things that could have been better and some of our suggestions. So we feel like we want daily spaces for dance, theater, art, and music, sports club like things, and also we want the responsibility on us, like we attended a closing party in Germany which was fully organized by students, so they learn more skills about decision making and etc. So we also want these type of responsibility in our school. We have the student council who take the responsibility, but we want that each student to learn that responsibility, ownership skills as well. Then we want exposure to multiple languages like international languages, because we had difficulty in having communication with them because they were not familiar with the English language that much. They were familiar with German language there. Also, we want the concept of climate sustainability from younger age only, from kindergarten, as I said. So if we build something like rainwater harvesting in our school, then we can explain the younger students about that. And so from the younger age only, we are aware about these type of project like SDGs by United Nations and all. So we want the concept of climate change sustainability in our school, and also sustainable school, which means replacing the plastic from glass or bamboo in our school. Over to Aisha.
So I will tell you that what are the further plans we have after attending the youth summit. So we are going to continue the SDG work through the environment clubs. We are coming up with prototype solutions, as many students will give new and different innovative ideas in the environmental club. We are also going to continue to create awareness in our community through these clubs, and also by various activities related to SDG. We are also going to collaborate with PCMC for further projects, and our SDG journey will continue. Over to teachers.
Question. We have a question.
Sure.
Do the students get a chance to voice opinions surrounding intersectional challenges, like how climate change affects different intersections of the society differently? If yes, please explain.
Okay, that's a very interesting question. So again, we have not given this as a question to them, but through their research, through their the surveys that they did, this is one of the trend that we can definitely be on the lookout for. But 100% children have. So a lot of these work were led by the children, and we, the teachers, and all of us were just the facilitators. So if they find out any of such trends where we see that climate crisis is affecting different sections of the society in different ways, that is one of the that's one of the hypothesis, and children through their understanding or through their results can come up with that hypothesis instead of us telling them that, let's see if this is happening or not. So this is our approach usually. and if they come up with such solution, such results or answers, definitely we will address it. And they do have that comfort where they can share their opinions. They also found out when they went to Germany, they also found out about different kind of stereotypes that their students had about India. So we are very open to have these open conversations with them. And again, the approach is for them to find out these trends and these analysis through their research.
Yes, now you
Yes.
can carry on with your presentation.
Yes, so now we have the teachers who worked with the children for this presentation. They are going to be sharing their broad reflections and their key takeaways from this entire journey of the last 2 years. Gayatri, do you want to go?
Yes. Hello, good afternoon, everyone. My name is Gayatri. I'm part of this SDG project. I want to share my experience as well as learnings. First, I'll go with my experience. In our school culture, we used to develop 21st century skills like communication, collaboration, creativity, and critical thinking. I'll explain you how we are using these skills in daily practice. Example, if you take collaboration in our daily day-to-day classes, we are collaborating students in different way, like providing different group activities. They have to sit with the different groups. They are not going to participate in the same group every day. Every day or weekly, we will change the groups. They'll get the chance to mix with a different kind of people to collaborate their work. They have to adjust with their group members. They have to share their views, and others are getting chance to respect others' perception. This way, we are collaborating. Group activities in our school. Apart from collaboration, we are giving higher order thinking questions in classes to make them to think more. This way we are and they are getting chance to make their own models in SST and science. In science models, they are making different models by using waste materials as well as the materials which is available at their home. By this way, they are coming up with the creative ideas as well. My learning, actually as a teacher, I used to create awareness in my class. I'm a science teacher. I used to create awareness in my class. But after this trip, it made me to think, apart from creating awareness, it's my responsibility to make the students understand their social responsibility. That is my reflection as well. Even I'm getting that feeling that how I am going to do that. I'm having so many questions in my mind, but I'm clear that I have to do something for students. I have to make them understand their social responsibilities. And apart from this, each and every one of us as a teachers as well as students, we have to aware of environmental literacy. This will help us to take decisions. For example, while taking personal decisions, we can connect with the environment, how we are affecting or spoiling the environment. This environment literacy is very essential. We have to expose this to students as well as teachers. We have to conduct different workshops to know about this, and they have to know this will be really helpful for them to take small decisions, whether what kind of material I have to use for my water bottle. I have to go with plastic or something else, or how can I maintain sustainability in school or sustainability around me. These are the ways we can create awareness in school as well as in our society. First, we have to change. We have to change ourselves. Then only we can make change in our society. This is my reflection as well as learning. Over to Florina Didi.
So, hello everyone. My name is Florina and I'm the English teacher. I would also like to share my reflection of this project. So, basically, when the project started, even we were new to the SDG. So, we all started with introducing and getting used to the new information about SDG. So, we introduced our children to the resources, and we had to do a lot of groundwork because this concept was entirely new. Although a lot of people are working on sustainability, but it is not very evident in our schools. So I think it's important to bring sustainability in each and every school and make our future generation aware of it. If it is introduced in the school at a very young age, we will be creating a lot of awareness. So we piloted this project, and this our students did a lot of work. We only pushed them to think critically, to go ahead and do research. So when we talk about research, yes, we did make use of a lot of resources which were available online. We also tried to get in touch with organizations who are already working on sustainability. So one such conversation was with the Pani Foundation, who gave us a lot of insights. So our children actually learned a lot. It gave them a lot of information about the current situation about around water, and it created a lot of awareness. We, as a teacher, were only guiding them constantly and motivating them, but all the work was done by the children. As Gayatri Didi mentioned, that in our school we do a lot of teamwork and collaboration in our regular classes. So this really helped our children to work together as a team, work on the research, work on the projects, and that is how we were able to make this successful. Our children also interacted with their neighbors in the community to spread awareness. So, what I feel is what we all have done, what our students have done, is just the start. It's just the tip of the iceberg, and there is definitely more to do. This is just a start, and we are definitely looking at other things as to how we can actually bring sustainability in our school, in our community, and then slowly spread it across. So it's like a light that you are lighting, and this is going to spread. This is going to remove the darkness. Although it's just a small light, but yes, we are going to be the light and bring the change that is required in the society. So, yes, that should be all from my side. If there are any questions, feel free to ask.
Thank you so much. Again, very profound reflection from their teachers who have worked really hard on this project. Now we are open to questions. We have the children, we have the teachers. If you have any questions on how we implemented this, challenges, any other thing, you can, yeah, feel free to ask those questions to us.
So the next question is, what challenges have the children faced in their pursuit of promoting the SDGs, and how did they overcome these challenges?
Where can I find this question? You were not audible.
Am I audible now?
Yes, yes. Oh, I got it. Ayushi Sharma.
Yes.
This question, right? What challenges have the children faced in the pursuit of promoting the SDGs and how they have overcome them? I would like to ask this question to the children only. So, what were the challenges that you faced while you were working on this? One, I can share one and then you can think about it and share the other ones. First one was definitely balancing their academic curriculum, academic expectations along with this extra. It's not extra, definitely it's the most important bit, but they'll have to step out of their classes. If they have to do the surveys, they'll have to spend more time doing these surveys. This is also a very important learning, but then balancing the academic expectation of the other school expectations with all of the project work that they were doing. Their whole conference was for 15 days, so 15 days of missing school. That meant again they had to, when they came back, they had to cover up for everything. So this was definitely one of the challenges that I remember. The other challenges the students will themselves share.
Actually, you gave the answer to the question I was about to ask, that how do they really manage it all. So I just want to understand, how can we really make, so it's, we can call it an extracurricular activity for them, right? But
Yeah.
I feel it should be a part of our curriculums. And when I was in school, we weren't taught anything about SDGs or environmental sustainability or anything at all. But if we were taught this at school, I would have saved, I don't know how much carbon footprint I have produced till now. So I really feel it should be a part of the curriculum and not an extra curriculum. I mean, they're doing a commendable job, but it's an added pressure on the students that they have to manage their curriculum with this extracurricular activity. So, what do you think, Prakash, or even the teachers? I mean, do you suggest we should make it a part of the curriculum, or I mean,
Yeah.
what do you have to say about it?
So I definitely think that we need to make it a part of our curriculum. We can get in different methodologies like project-based learning, where engaging with different kind of projects becomes a part of my learning process. At the same time, we also need to work towards a mindset where we have this reflection that marks is not the end of everything. So also accepting that yes, it's okay that the children will not be able to perform in the unit tests or maybe in their MOIs, and somewhere we'll have to be fine with it, because the children have been engaged with a lot of different things and they're developing so many of these skills. And the parents and the teachers and all of, even me as a school leader, have to be fine that yes, these children will not be able to do everything. So it's again about trade-off, that if you are engaged in a project which requires a lot of your time, you'll have to accept that you will not be able to perform as your classmates or as you would have performed if you were not a part of this. So first thing definitely would be talking to their parents, because I also had a lot of parents coming to me that involve them in the scholarship classes, involve them in the sports coaching classes. So having this conversation that in the end they are kids and we cannot overburden them with everything. So just deciding on what is important for them and going ahead with it, and also explaining that these skills that they are gaining through by being part of this project are much more important than just a marks or a unit assessment marks, right? So that is there. And then just being there for them, like supporting them for the subjects in case they missed out on certain classes, creating structures where they can maybe attend some see some videos or talk to the teachers and attend some extra classes to catch up. Yes.
Prakash. I mean,
Do you have
if
any
you,
reflection on any of the challenges that you faced?
yes, please.
So we have one more challenge that Tahura would like to share.
So while promoting the SDG to our neighbors or community, people are not accepting that it should be done in every household. So we were trying to make them understand, no, it's important to do it from now itself. Otherwise, our future generation won't get the water or any of the SDG. We have to work on everyone. So this was the challenge we faced, that people are not accepting or helping us or coordinating with us to go ahead with this project.
The other thing we faced while promoting the SDGs were, while we were going and taking interview of people, most of them didn't know what is SDG. Even we didn't know that there is something like SDG. And SDG was actually launched to 2015 and it should be completed by 2030. And we have really less time, but now we got this information. So while promoting SDG, we have to go from the back to end and tell them what is SDG and what are the goals, why are they important. But if it would be that popular and everybody knew it, it would be easy to promote this, that we thought of.
It's really commendable how deeply they're being able to reflect, and even the skill of critical analysis is being inculcated in these students. I mean, at this point, I feel that if this model can be replicated on a larger scale, that would be great, and we really need to make it a part of curriculum. Things like I mean, let alone SDGs, but we don't even have critical analysis and general
Yes.
awareness as a
Yeah.
part of our curriculum. And that's a big lacuna in our education system. So if such projects are being replicated, I mean, if they're taken up by government, uh, we'll just, yeah.
So, would also like to share that they got the chance to talk to the PCMC commissioner, the head who handles everything, who's again the head of the education department as well. And they shared their ideas on how they would like to get it in PCMC, which is their municipal corporation, and work along with maybe more than 100 schools to get a similar kind of an event in Pune. And he has offered us to plan for that whole event. So that is something which is in the pipeline, and hopefully we'll get that going. So yes, that also happened. And again, one of our biggest reflection was, as you shared, creating a lot of opportunities for the children, because a lot of these children develop the skill of public speaking confidence through this event. So the fact that they had this opportunity and mentorship and guidance throughout the event helped them a lot. So it's very important to create these small scale events and you can do it even in the school. If you do like an SDG fest, and every class has to do some presentation, even that would go a long way.
Yes, that's true. That's true. And congratulations on that, and all the best also. And on that note, we have another question. And I think that's the answer for our next question. Can you share any success story or inspiring moments showcasing the tangible outcomes of the children's dedication to the SDGs?
Go for it.
So there was a speech competition, and we knew that there will be the competition, but we didn't knew how it would be. So for it was basically on what questions shall we ask to our Mother Earth on the sacrifices she is doing or the problems she is facing right now. And I shared my speech in the youth summit, and I got the award for that, and even I was highlighted in the German newspaper for my essay. So this was something.
That's really, really inspiring. I mean, at this age, you've achieved.
Go for it.
Yes, please go ahead.
So yes, so Isha got that award, and it was again an international space because a lot of students from different countries were there. Gave us as a school a lot of confidence that we can succeed at that scale. The other tangible thing that we are trying to do is get in rainwater harvesting in our school. Again, as I said, our vision is that anybody who visits our school should understand that yes, sustainable development goals are being taken up by the school, and as a school, we are taking climate sustainability very seriously. And these bunch of students are keeping me accountable for that. They ask me those difficult questions that why do you have plastic bottles and why do we still have paper plates? So they are taking care of that as well.
That's amazing, really. That's very, very, very inspiring. So,
Thank you.
anything else that any of you would want to add?
Okay,
I
so
think
we
we
have
one more
yeah,
question. Yes. How do
Akash. Yes. So again, this is a very important part as to how do we sustain it, because it was the last 2 years we worked a lot. We went to Germany. We presented it. Now our next step is first scaling the whole thing within our school and community. So we are going to start with our school first. So these children are again part of different environment clubs that we have in our school, which is led by the teachers, and we have added 20 more children. So we have two of these clubs where everything that they have learned during their process, they are going to share it with their co classmates and other students, and then these two groups will take it ahead for the school. And eventually our plan is, as I shared, we are going to work with PCMC as well to ensure how do we get it to all the other schools as well. So intent is there, and we have also set in systems, because at times we might have intentions but we don't have a system in place, it fizzles out. So clubs are these two systems through which we are going to continue this work. And we have also set that vision that by the end of the year, school should reflect all these models and SDG values.
That's truly amazing. I mean, it's a very strong model, I'd say.
Thank you.
And if you're being able to replicate it in other parts of the country, that
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, so our first, like right now, our aim is just our school and community, and through that, make it like a success thing, and then maybe see how we can replicate it.
Yes. Thank you. Anything else from your side, from the students and teachers?
Any closing reflection? All right. So just thank you for patiently listening to us, for engaging with this discussion. It's a lot of reflection even for us. I loved the question of how does climate change affect different economy. That is something for us to reflect on. And all these questions are very insightful. It again helps us to debrief. So we are going to do that debrief after this session. Thank you so much. We also hope that we'll continue this engagement in the future.
Thank you so much for orienting us to such a nice project and uh, such inspiring minds. I mean, the teachers and the students. It's just great to see that these things are happening in schools. And yes, and also the willingness of children to engage in such activities, apart from their studies, to the willingness to take up the additional burden. That's truly commendable. And thank you so much, Prakash, for conducting this session. Really, really insightful for me personally, but and also for audience, I'm sure. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Urvi. Yes.
Okay.
All right, we can sign out now.